Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramanandamādhavam Paramanandamādhavam. Thus, consciousness within, consciousness outside. It's one consciousness, but within and outside for purpose of teaching. And why purpose of teaching? Because we have made the distinction. We have made the difference already. We have said Drig Drishya, seer, see. So we have made this dichotomy already. And once we have made this dichotomy, the Upanishad wants to show the oneness. And in order to show the oneness, to help us analyze the truth of the Drig and the truth of the Drishya, the Upanishad also posits two kinds of consciousness. One is a self-consciousness, Atman. The word Atman means self. And another is the large, pervasive, universal consciousness, Brahman. Room space, outer space. Space is one. That it is one is a final conclusion. But first, it should be shown that the seer is consciousness. The seen is also consciousness. We have said so far what? The seer and the seen are different. Is it not? And what is the nature of the seer? Consciousness. Swamiji, if the seen is also consciousness, if the seer is also consciousness, why did you distinguish the seer and the seen? To know the truth of the seer, to know the truth of the seer is to come to the truth of the seer. What is it, Swamiji? To know the truth of the seer is to come to the very truth of the seer, and then you can see that it is a truth of the seen world also. Example. If you think the wave is alone the truth, then you will not be able to see the truth of the wave and the truth of the ocean. If you think wave alone is, but suppose you understand the wave is in essence water, then you have seen the truth of the wave. And when you have seen the truth of the wave, you also understand that the truth of the ocean is also water. But you need to make that initial movement from wave to water. And then when you see that the wave is water, in truth, then you understand everything is water in truth. But if you take the wave alone to be reality, then you are stuck with the dichotomy of wave, ocean. But if you understand the truth of the wave is H2O, then you have gone beyond, you have transcended the wave, And when you have transcended the wave, you have come to the truth of the wave. And once you have known the truth of the wave, you have also known the truth of the ocean. Therefore, the first step is know the truth of the wave. Second step is know the truth of the ocean. And the third step is what? See their identity. First step is know the truth of Tvam. Second step is know the truth of Tat. And third step is know their oneness. Tat Tvam Asi. This is the method. This is the methodology of Vedanta in one step. In one step means what? In 3 lines. If you want to know what is the methodology of Vedanta, tell in 1 line, Tattvamasi. Okay. Tell in 2 lines, know the truth of Tvam, know the truth of Tat. The individual, the totality. And then see their oneness. So know the truth of Tvam, know the truth of Tat, know their identity. This is Vedanta in 3 lines. Methodology of Vedanta in 3 lines. So far we have seen the truth of Tvam. What is it? I am the witness consciousness. I am the consciousness. Now the same method is being adopted to see the truth of the Tat. And what will be the final conclusion? Tat, the entire realm of the world, is consciousness. Then what will be said? You are one with it. There is only one consciousness. This is the methodology. So now, after explaining the Drig and the Drishya and helping us, so Drig-Drishya is a method to come to pure consciousness. Viveka. Now we have done Drig-Drishya-Viveka. What is the next one we are going to do? Viveka. Karana, cause. Karana is cause. Karya is effect. Viveka. So distinguishing the effect from the cause. Viveka. Understanding the nature of the effect and the cause. And finally what will happen? You will see the cause alone is the effect. The effect is but an appearance. Appearance means what? Just a name. Because of a particular appearance on the cause. So when you see that the necklace, Karya, where does the necklace come from? The necklace comes from gold. Gold is Karana. So this is gold necklace. So what is necklace? Necklace is a form with a name. So what is necklace? Necklace is name and form on gold. Do you agree? What is necklace? Necklace is a name. Actually, necklace is a form with a name on gold. So what is the truth? The truth is gold. This is called Karana Viveka. Viveka means distinction or differentiation. What are you differentiating here? You see necklace. Now you only necklace you're seeing. Now what you do? Necklace is a appearance. On what? On cause. So cause is truth, effect is false. This is Karana Viveka. When you say cause is true, effect is false, it doesn't mean effect is not seen. Something to be called false, first it has to be seen. You can only call the snake false because you're seeing it. False, mithya, maya refers to what is being seen but what is understood to be actually merely an appearance. False is not absence. False is appearing yet not true. This is called false. So this is Kārana Karya Viveka. So this is the methodology now going to be adopted. So here actually two Vivekas are there. Drig Drishya Viveka is there, Kārana Karya Viveka is there. And finally what is going to be done? The Drig consciousness, the Kārana consciousness is one. And thus you have the essence of the Mahavakya Tattvamasi. And hence this text is rightly called as Vakya Sudha. Drig Drishya Viveka is the name which has come about. Do you know what is the actual name of Bhajagovindam? Moha Mudgara, hammer on delusion. That's the actual name. But how do we call it? Bhajagovindam. Why? Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam. It is so famous. Same way, the Drig Drishya Viveka has become so famous, so popular, that we call it as Drig Drishya Viveka. But the actual name is Vakya Sudha. What is Vakya? Mahavakya. What is a Mahavakya? Tattvamasi. What is a Sudha? Sudha means nectar, the essence, the beauty, the taste, the nectar and content. What is that? That nectar and content is identity between Tvam and Tat, Tattvamasi. And this is the methodology. Thus, consciousness has the power to manifest. That power to manifest is called as Maya. And that Maya has a... And why it is called Maya? Maya means Ya Ma Sa Maya. What is Ya Ma? That. Ya is that. Ya Ma, that which is not. Sa, that is Maya. What do you mean that which is not is Maya? That what it manifests is not actually there. What do you mean it's not actually there? What it manifests is actually, truly, not what it appears to be, but what is the cause. The ornament is truly the gold. That's why ornament is Maya. Swamiji, ornament is Maya, Swamiji. The world which appears is Maya, Swamiji. But why do you call that which makes the world, the very creative power of the world, the creative power of Brahman by which the world manifests, why do you call that Maya? Maya means appearance. So what appears is Maya, but why do you call that power which makes this appear? And what is appearing is Maya. But why do you call that power also Maya? Because that power also is not distinct from that pure consciousness. Consciousness is infinite. There cannot be anything separate from that consciousness. That power is only for us to understand. As though there is a person under a power. As though. But really speaking, that also is Brahman only. Just as how the ornament is also gold. Just as how the wave is also water. The same way, the power of the wave to become wave, the power of the water to become wave, is it different from that? It is one with it. It is non-different from it. That power is water only. It's not different from it. The same way, Maya, the power to manifest the manifold appearance, that Maya is also Brahman, not different from it. And therefore, Maya is also Brahman. To tell Maya is also Brahman, it is said, Yama Samaya. And this power to manifest, this power of that consciousness is twofold. One is called Vikshepa, another is called Avriti. What does Vikshepa do? Vikshepa, the word Vikshepa means to make it manifold. Vividham kshepayati, vividham kshipati. Presents a manifold, presents a variety. And what do you mean presents a variety? It presents the entire variety of the realm of the world, starting from the subtle Sukshma Sharira up to the entire Brahmanda. What do you mean by Brahmanda? The gross world. What do you mean by Lingadi? Lingadi refers to the subtle realm. Sukshma. Linga is Sukshma. Brahmanda is a world, the various, Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Sova, etc., various worlds. This is called Jagat. Actually, when we say Jagat, what do we think of Jagat? Jagat we think is world. But what is world? Lingadi Brahmandantam. Starting from the linga, starting from our own mind, starting from the Sukshma, that is also world. This entirety it creates. Why do you say that is world? Because world is Drishyam. Yadrishyam Tadjagat. Tadjadam, yes. Yadrishyam Tadjagat. What is perceived is the world. Okay? Alright. So when you say this Jagat is appearance, why do you say Jagat is appearance? Jagat is appearance because it has no concrete, independent existence. Whenever you say something is appearance means what? It does not stand on its own leg. It requires a support of something to be present. The false snake, not the true snake, the false snake cannot exist by itself. The false snake has to exist on the rope. In Vedanta, whenever we say something is appearance, we mean only one thing. It means it doesn't have swatantra satta, independent existence. So that he clarifies now. What is creation? Look at the nature of creation. Then you will understand how it is an appearance, maya, mithya. Okay, now let us read. Srishtir
nāma-rūpa-prasāranā sac-cid-ānanda-vastuni abdhau phenādivat sarva nāma-rūpa-prasāranā srishtir nāma-brahma-rūpe sac-cid-ānanda-vastuni abdhau phenādivat sarva nāma-rūpa-prasāranā.
Srishtihi. Srishtihi, creation. What was the word given for creation in the earlier verse? Look at the earlier verse. See the earlier verse. What was the name given? Jagat. Correct. That Jagat. Jagat is what? Srishti. That is called Srishti here. And what is Jagat? What is Jagat given there? lingadi brahmandantam. So this entire thing is srishti. This entire thing which was called jagat. The word jagat has got this kind of derivation. Jayate. So this is jagata, is it not? Jayate. Then gacchati. It goes away. But in between for some time, tishtati. That means what? It's not actually there. It comes, it stays, it goes. That means what? It is not a fact. It is an appearance. Appearances come. Appearance stay for some time glitter and then they go away. This Jagat, which is created by what? By of the two Shaktis, this manifestation is created by which Shakti? Vikshepa Shakti. Is it not? Maya. That Maya has got a twofold power. One is the power to manifest the variety. Vikshepa Shakti. And what did this Vikshepa Shakti do? This Vikshepa Shakti manifested the variety. And this variety is starting from the subtle up to the gross. Lingadi, starting from linga up to the Brahmanda. Up to the Brahmanda, up to the various worlds, physical worlds. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, all these worlds, they call together Brahmanda. And when we look at world, what we say? All plants and animals also world. Correct? What about the bodies of all these people? They are also world. They are nature, Swamiji. World. What about your body? That is also world. Yes, that is also world. What about your mind? If your mind is world, why not this mind? Is your mind part of world or no? Yes. Then this mind, that is also part of world. So lingadi brahmandantam jagat srijet. What? Vikshepa Shakti. And what the Vikshepa Shakti creates, that jagat, that srishti, you know what it is? If you want to define it, srishtir nama definition. What you call as srishti, what you call as jagat, is what? Brahma-rūpe, sac-cid-ānanda-vastuni. That consciousness called Brahman. That all-pervasive consciousness, that infinite consciousness called Brahman. Atman, Brahman. Right? Consciousness, the infinite consciousness, Brahman. The individual consciousness, Atman. In Brahman. And what is the nature of that Brahman? That Brahman which is of the nature of sac-cid-ānanda. Consciousness, Chit. Consciousness, Sat. Inside. Atman I am talking. Consciousness, consciousness. The Drashta, Sakshi, Drigeva, Chiti is consciousness. But but when you experience consciousness, how is this consciousness? Existence. The existence is consciousness. And in that existence consciousness, is there any ripple of sorrow? No. It is Purna. It's complete. That completeness of the experience wherein there is no kind of lessness, no kind of incompleteness. Even the possibility, thought of incompleteness is not there. It's just it. Full. Like an ocean brim full. Ananda. In the same way, this infinite consciousness, how is it? Sac-cid-ānanda. Sac-cid-ānanda-vastuni, in that Brahman, which is of the nature of Sac-cid-ānanda, what is srishti? Srishti, you know, is what? Nāma-rūpa-prasāranā. Nama, name. Rupa is form. Prasārana is what? Prasārana is a spreading over. pure consciousness. Vikshesha Shakti, what does it do? It creates. It creates what? Lingadi brahmandantam. And when you say it creates the lingadi brahmandantam, which you call as srishtir, do you know what it is? Srishtir nama, do you know what it is? It is only this. It is only the presentation of names and forms. Prasarana vistaraha. Prasarana vitatihi. The spreading, the appearing, the manifesting of names and forms. That's all. What do you mean manifesting names and form? Manifestation of name and form means what? That very consciousness appears as a particular form with a particular, and then you give a particular name. So this kerchief, what is this kerchief? This is nothing but sac-cid-ānanda Brahma manifesting with a particular form called kerchief. And in order to distinguish, manifesting with a particular form this, and in order to distinguish this from this, in English we call this as kerchief. And then we call this as plate. A form given a name. When you say form, what do you mean by form? Form is not just what you see with your eyes. Form is something which is also expressive of all various variety. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. All of them are given a single name, form. Because world is not just the form, is it not? The world is also sound, shabda. World is also touch. So shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha is given a single name, rupa. Here. So consciousness manifesting as a variety, the jagat, what is that? That is just nāma-rūpa. Like what? Abdhau phenādivat. Abdi is the ocean waters. Abdhau in the ocean waters. Phenādivat. Phena is foam. Like the foam appearing in the ocean waters. The foam appearing in the ocean waters, it appears as foam. So, is the foam different from the ocean water? No. The ocean water alone appears as the foam. So, why do you call it as foam? Because it has got a particular form. It has got that foamy nature. Bubbly coming together. Ocean is water. But foam is bubbly. And because it is bubbly, it seems to be different from water. But it is water alone. In the same way, the pure consciousness manifests as a realm of this variety. But the realm of variety is nothing but pure consciousness, even though it is Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Should I translate Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha? Shabda, sound. Sparsha, touch. Rupa, form. Rasa, taste. Gandha, smell. This is the world. The physical world. Thought is a subtle rupa. Subtle rupa. So when we say rupa, we say Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. That is physical rupa. Then this subtle rupa, thought. Kama, sankalpa, sandeha, shraddha, ashraddha, hri, dhi, bhi, etc., etc. This verse had come now? Before. All the varieties of thought. That is also a rupa. And for that rupa we give a nama. Every thought is a particular form. Love thought is not equal to hate thought. But that is also what? That is also like the foam appearing on water. Abdhau phenādivat. So in something, something appears. In gold, ornaments. So in gold, ornaments. So in something, something appears. That in is called adhisthana. That which appears is called as adhyastha. Adhisthana, substratum. Adhyastha, superimposed. So you have a substratum of water, and then you have the foam that is superimposed. Why do I say foam is superimposed? Because foam is an appearance. Appearance is superimposed. But Swamiji, how can you call foam appearance? It is there. We see. Yes, you should see for something to be called appearance. If you don't see, how can you call it as appearance? You see. But, okay, but whatever I see, can it be appearance? No, we are not saying whatever you see is appearance. What we are saying, whatever you see, but which doesn't have an independent existence, is an appearance. I see foam, but can I show foam without water? This is appearance? No. Why? I can like these two things I show. Is this appearance? No. Why? Because these two I can separate, and even if I separate both of them have got their individual separate existence. They are not appearance. But now you watch. Suppose I take cotton out of it. Can I show this? No. Therefore, what happens to this kerchief? Kerchief is just a name and a form on cotton. Why do I say kerchief is but a name and form on cotton? Because if I remove cotton, I can't show kerchief. What is the proof of something's existence? It should have independent existence. Swatantra sattva. Remove water from foam. Can anybody show foam? No. Therefore, foam is an appearance. Remove clay from pot. Can somebody show pot? No. Therefore, pot is appearance. Appearance means what? Seen, but not true. But mere name, not a fact. Mere name, not a fact. Pot is a name, not a fact. But pot is very useful. Something useful is not reality. Need not be reality. It is very useful, kerchief. I can take cotton and do this kind of things. Only with cloth I can stitch a cloth. But not with cotton. But reality is not in these kind of terms, utility or perceptibility. Reality has got only one test, and that is, does it have independent existence? Alright, just as how the foam doesn't have an independent existence apart from water, in the same way, since the world can have no independent existence apart from sac-cid-ānanda. I take existence out of the world. Can world exist? No. And like how in all ornaments gold is, In all objects, existence is. Take the gold, ornament ceases. Take existence, the world ceases. And therefore, existence is real. The world is an appearance. So this is why srishtir, creation, is an appearance. Because it is like the foam on water. Is this clear? Can we read the verse? Srishtir brahma-rūpe
sac-cid-ānanda-vastuni abdhau phenādivat sarva nāma-rūpa-prasāranā.
All right. Sometimes people have doubt. Swamiji, you are saying this entire creation appearance, but the Upanishads themselves are giving an order in creation. First came Akasha, Akashat Vayu, Vayor Agnihi, Tasmad Vaye, Tasmad Atmana Akasha Sambhutaha. From that Paramatma first comes Akasha. From Akasha comes Vayu. From Vayu comes Agnihi. From Agni comes Apaha, water. And etc., etc., it is said there. When such a clear order is spoken of, how can it be an appearance? Is it not that first from that ocean comes huge breakers? And breakers break into waves. And waves appear as foam and bubbles. Even when an order is spoken of, an order does not make it real. Appearances can have sub-appearances. Appearances can have sub-appearances. The same way, creation, even though it is an appearance, it can have sub-appearances. And that is what the Upanishads speak of. Okay, that is just a clarification. Now, we have seen what the Vikshepa Shakti does. What does the Vikshepa Shakti do? Vikshepa Shakti manifests the variety. This variety is called Jagat. That variety starts from the subtle and goes to the gross. And this variety is not real. Why it is not real? Because it is nothing but name and form, does not have an independent existence. It appears, but doesn't have an independent existence. Therefore, it is considered as appearance. Okay, that's fine. Creation comes about by Vikshepa Shakti. But what does the second Avriti Shakti do? That's the next verse.
antar drig-drishyayor bhedam bahish brahma-sargayoh āvrinoty aparā shaktih sā samsārasya kāranam antar drig-drishyayor bhedam bahish brahma-sargayoh āvrinoty aparā shaktih sā samsārasya kāranam.
Antaha bahihi. So now dividing. Because we have divided me and the world. Okay? So antaha. When you say antaha, inside. So when I say me and the world, what do I do? Where do I put the me ending and the world starting? Up to the body is me. And after the body is the world. So when I say inside, what do I mean? Inside the body. When I say outside, what do I mean? Outside the body. Inside the Avriti Shakti does. And the Avriti Shakti does also something outside. See the analysis. Inside, what does it do? Vikshepa Shakti has created this manifold variety, is it not? Avriti Shakti, what does it do? Avriti, the word avriti or avarana means veiling. What does it veil? What does it cover? Inside, drig-drishyayor bhedam. Bhedam, the difference. The difference of the drig and the drishya. That is one. Second is what? Brahma-sarga. Brahma and sarga. Sarga means srishtir, creation, jagat. The difference between drig and drishya inside. And the difference between Brahma and sarga, the creation. It veils. Now this is what he is going to explain later. So he's just telling now. What is he telling? Avriti Shakti. The word Avriti means veiling. What does it veil? It veils the difference. One is the difference between the seer and the seen. It veils. What do you mean the difference between the seer and the seen? It veils. We will see. He will tell later. One is this veiling. Avriti means to veil. So this is the first veiling it does. Veiling, covering, hiding, not allowing us to see the difference. This is the first. And second is what? Brahma-sarga. Between Brahman and creation also it veils. This is Brahman. This is the creation on Brahman. It veils. This is Drishya. I am Drig. This difference it veils. Āvrinoty, aparā shaktih. Aparā shaktih, the other power does this. What does the Vikshepa Shakti do? The Vikshepa Shakti creates. It creates a variety. And what does the Avarana Shakti do? It veils the difference. Consciousness. Pure consciousness. This pure consciousness, we see it as Atma, Brahman. Correct? The self and the consciousness, which is a support, adhisthana of the world. And Vikshepa Shakti, what does it do? The Maya's Vikshepa Shakti creates. It creates something inside and it creates something outside. What does it create inside? It creates inside lingadi. Lingadi, sukshma sharira and all. One creation happens inside. And one creation happens outside. And what is that? The world of names and forms. So inside, outside, Avarana, Vikshepa Shakti has created. So creation has happened. And what does Avarana Shakti do? Avarana Shakti, Avriti Shakti, the veiling power, it veils. It veils where? Both inside and outside. Inside, what does it veil? It veils the difference between the seer and the seen. Seer and the seen means what? The pure consciousness Sakshi and the seen. What is the seen here? Wait for some time. I'm not going to tell it now. You wait, what is the seen? And the second and the other veiling is what? It veils the difference between sac-cid-ānanda, the adhisthana, the substratum, and the world. What do you mean by veiling? Wait. samsārasya kāranam. This Avriti Shakti is a kārana for your samsara. Kārana for your samsara means what? This Avriti Shakti makes you the jnata, the karta, the bhokta, the individual. Makes you the jnata, the karta, the bhokta. You, the pure Sakshi, now you become the individual. So that is at the level of the individual. At the level of the world, what happens? That pure Brahman, here the consciousness become bhokta. And there what has happened outside? That pure existence is now seen only as the world, an object of enjoyment. So the world becomes bhogya, an object of enjoyment, and I become the bhokta, the karta bhokta. So at one end, it has created an entity called bhokta, and another place it has created a world of enjoyment. And then throughout what happens? I want to get this, I go behind that. And that runs away from me. Or what I don't want comes running behind me. So bhokta, bhogya has happened. And then what? Continuous, there is a tug of war. Sa samsārasya kāranam. This is the cause of samsara. Now explaining how it wails in the inside and how it wails in the outside are the next verses which are coming. So this becomes what is called as a vastu sangraha vakya. This is going to be explained further. Okay? You remember vastu sangraha vakya? Earlier it had come, is it not? Rupam drishyam lochanam drik vastu sangraha vakya. Now here also this is going to be explained further. Okay, now let's go to verse number 16 where we will see now the inner veiling is going to be explained. And to explain the inner veiling, first he says, what is a jīvah? Let us see.
Sakshinah purato bhāti lingam dehena samyutam citi-cchāyā-samāveshāj jīvah syād vyāvahārikah sakshinah purato bhāti lingam dehena samyutam citi-cchāyā-samāveshāj jīvah syād vyāvahārikah.
The next verse also goes along with this. One thought flow. So let us read the next verse also and together we will see.
Asya jīvatvamāropat sakshinyapyavabhāsate āvrinato tu vinashtāyā bhede bhāde bhayāti tat asya jīvatvamāropat sakshinyapyavabhāsate āvrinato tu vinashtāyā bhede bhāde bhayāti tat.
Verse number 16. Sakshinah, Sakshi, the pure consciousness. Sakshinah purataha. Purataha, in front. In front means what? Illumined. Illumined by consciousness, what is there? There is linga deha. Linga deha is what? The sukshma, the mental stuff. And that mental stuff is made up of the two vrittis. What are the two vrittis? The aham vritti and the karana vritti. This mental stuff. Sakshinah purataha bhāti. What? This linga deha. And that linga deha is endowed what? Endowed with what? Citi-cchāyā-samāveshāj. Citi-cchāyā is what? Reflection of consciousness. So in front of the pure consciousness is this linga, and this linga is illumined by the reflection of consciousness. And this linga deha, can you read the words? Sakshinah purataha bhāti. Bhāti or bhātam, whatever, both are okay. Sakshinah purataha bhāti. Lingam. This linga is what? This sukshma. And this linga, because of the reflection of consciousness, we have seen. What happens to that I thought because of the reflection of consciousness? It becomes endowed with the I. And this dehena samyutam. This gets associated with the body. And the body also becomes sentient. The body also gets the I. How does all these things happen? Citi-cchāyā-samāveshāj. Citi-cchāyā-samāveshāj, by the reflection of consciousness. So this linga with the reflection of consciousness, which makes the body sentient, this whole thing is called what? This whole thing is called as jīvah. We have seen this before. This idea has come. Jīvah syād. And what does this jīva do? This jīva is the vyavaharikaha. Jīva is the vyavaharika means what? Jīva does all the vyavahara. Who does all the vyavahara? Not the sakshi. The sakshi is just a witness. But who does the vyavahara? The sakshi illumines the linga, the sukshma, and the sakshi which illumines that sukshma, the sukshma becomes enlivened, and this mental stuff which has got the I thought as well as the karana vritti, these two things become activated, and these two things together, which has got the reflection of consciousness, which later on associates also with the body, that mental stuff is called the jīva. Which mental stuff? That mental stuff which is called linga. What does it contain? It contains the two varieties of thought. What are the two varieties of thought? Aham vritti and the karana vritti. It is this alone which associates also with the body, dehena samyutam. This one is the vyavaharikaha. This one, vyavaharika means what? This one is what which does everything. It does the vyavahara. What does the vyavahara? It does the actions. It does the various functions. What are the functions it does? Knows. First function. Knows. And what is the second function it does? Desires. Janati. Then ichchati. Desires. Is it not? There's a jīva. I know, then I want. Or I don't want. That's okay. But I know. And then the wanting and the not wanting, the raga, dveshas and all start coming. I know, I want. And then what do? I put effort. Janati, ichchati, yatate. This vyavahara it does. So in the waking and the dream states, janati, ichchati, yatate. Knows, desires, wants, strives. In the deep sleep state, becomes quiet. Becoming quiet also is vyavahara. Doing is action, not doing also is action. So it moves from the doing and the not doing. This is the jīva. And we know it is this one which goes from body to body, jayate, mriyate, birth and death. Now this one is the jīvah. We have studied this. This is not new. So when you say inside it covers the difference, what do you mean? It covers the difference between me, the pure consciousness, and this jīvah. Meaning what? I take myself to be this jīvah. This is what Avriti Shakti does. Vikshepa Shakti has created this. Created what? Created the lingam. Maya's Vikshepa Shakti, the linga sharira has come because of Vikshepa Shakti. But the Avriti Shakti, what it has done? The Avriti Shakti veils the difference between me, the pure consciousness, and the linga, which is nothing but drishya. So, antaha drig-drishyayor bhedam. It takes it away. So, what do you mean? It takes away the difference between the seer and the seen, meaning it makes the seer become the seen. Now, next verse you see, that is what is being said there. Asya. Verse number 17. Asya jīvatvam āropat sākshinī api avabhāsate. This is what it does. This is the veiling it does. What is the veiling it does? Asya. Asya, this jīva, vyavaharika jīva, what was said before? Asya, this only has got the jīvatva. Which has got the jīvatva? The jīva has got the jīvatva. Who is the jīva? The linga sharira is the jīva. Which linga sharira? The linga sharira with the reflection of consciousness in it is the jīva. Why do you say that is the jīva? Because that alone is the individual. Why do you say that it is the individual? Because it alone transacts. What is the transaction it does? The knowing, the desiring, and the acting. Who's doing all those things? This fellow, this linga with the reflection of consciousness is doing all these things. Now this jīvatva belonging to this jīva. What do you mean jīvatva belonging to the jīva? When you say jīvatva belonging to the jīva, what you should say? Jīvatva means individuality. And individuality means what? Karta. First you should say jnata, karta, bhokta. Usually we say karta bhokta, is it not? But karta bhokta cannot happen without becoming jnata. First you should know. So the knowership, then the doership, then the enjoyership. To whom does all these things belong? It belongs to the jīva. Asya, this fellows only. Doesn't belong to the sakshi. It belongs actually to the jīva only. What happens? Asya jīvatvam, because of Avriti Shakti, sākshinī api āropat avabhāsate. Sākshinī api, it doesn't belong to the sakshi at all. The doership, the knowership, the doership, the enjoyership, all of them belongs only to this linga, which has been empowered by cit-cchāyā. But then what happens? Because of Avriti Shakti, sākshinī api avabhāsate. Ayyo. Should not come there at all. They are very different. But the Avriti Shakti, what does it do? It says, because Avriti Shakti, this appears in me, the Sakshi. What do you mean because of Avriti Shakti, it appears in me, the Sakshi? It means I feel I am this individual. The individual has kidnapped the pure self by taking itself to be the pure self. Sākshinī api. Api means what? It should not be there. In the Sakshi also, Even in the sakshi. Even in the sakshi means what? It is drig. It is a seer. All this kartrutva, bhoktrutva, etc. belong to the seen. It belongs to the linga sharira. It belongs to the jīvah. But it appears to be in me. Who is doing this? Avriti Shakti does. Who created the linga sharira? Vikshepa Shakti created. Actually, this is how it is, and these are given names. Creation is happening. And when we say creation is happening, we say there's a creative power. And then, yes, the creation is there. And then what is our experience? Our experience is, I am the jīvah. Now, how can you be the jīvah? The jīvah is the knower, the doer and the enjoyer. The bhokta, the karta, the jnata, the karta, the bhokta. Who is that? That is this linga sharira. Of course, empowered by the reflection of consciousness. That is doing everything. That is enjoying everything. But what do I say? I am the doer. I am the enjoyer. I am the knower. So, this is enabled by Avriti Shakti. So, creation and then the mix-up. Alright. Āvritav tu vinashtayam. When the Avriti Shakti comes to an end, how can Avriti Shakti come to an end? By what we are doing now. By understanding our real nature. I am the drashta, not the drishya. I can see the individual. Don't we see the individual? Don't we experience the individual? When I say, I am hurt, who is hurt? I am happy, who is happy? I am sad, who is sad? I see all of them. This is experienced one. What is experienced cannot be the experiencer. What is seen cannot be the seer. So even though all of them are experienced and therefore they belong to the realm of the seen alone, and I am the pure witness illumining them, yet that knowership, that doership, that enjoyership is put on the self. But then once one understands one real nature, āvritav tu vinashtayam, then what happens? Bhede bhāti, and the difference is clearly vivid, is seen as what? I am the pure witness. All this jnatritva, kartrutva, bhoktrutva, all of them belong to the realm of the seen, linga sharira. It only belongs to the jīvah. Then what happens? Apayati tat. Apayati tat means what? That jīvatva which is put on me, the pure consciousness, ceases. The jīvatvam put on me means what? The jīvatva of the nature of knowership, doership, enjoyership ceases. It ceases means what? It remains where it is. It doesn't go to me. It remains where it is means what? It remains at the level of the jīvah, not on the sakshi. What do you mean it remains at the level of the jīvah? You understand, it is only the jīvah who is the knower, doer, enjoyer, not me. Right? So one part of the problem is solved. What part of the problem is solved? Consciousness. Okay? Consciousness. Power of consciousness. Maya. What does Maya do? Create. What does Maya do? It does two things. It creates, it veils. The power of creation is called as Vikshepa Shakti. The power of veiling is called as Avriti Shakti, also called Avarana Shakti. What does it create, Vikshepa Shakti? Vikshepa Shakti creates the entirety. What do you mean by entirety? We mean the subtle as well as the gross. What is the subtle? The subtle is the linga. It creates. And once it creates, what happens? The linga sharira becomes enlivened by consciousness. How does it enliven by consciousness? By the reflection of consciousness. When the reflection of consciousness falls on that sukshma, it is called as linga sharira. And that reflection of consciousness makes that sukshma sharira enlivened with the I. Which I? Not the pure I. Pure I is consciousness. Now the reflection of consciousness becomes the small I, the individual I. And this individual I, with its instrument called karana, kartravritti, karanavritti, aham kriti, and that karana, it does the knowing, it does the doing, it does the enjoying. So I am the knower belongs where? To this level of linga. I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, all of them belong here. This is the jīvah. This whole thing is a jīvah. Vyavaharikaha. It should remain there. When you say, I know, nobody says don't know. Nobody needs to say don't know. I know, it's okay. I do is also okay. I enjoy also is okay. But what is not okay? I do is an individual doing. I know is an individual knowing. I am enjoying, I am suffering is also individual. It should remain there. What, Swamiji, what do you mean it should remain there? It should not be said that the true I is doing and I am the true I. It should not go to the witness, which I am. But when I think this individual I, which is knowing, doing and enjoying, is the I, problem starts. There is a problem. So this problem is created by whom? By Avriti Shakti. And when by the knowledge of the self, the Avriti Shakti is removed, then what happens? You clearly see, I am the witness. The jīvah is the witnessed. When I say I know, I also know I know. Yes or no? I know. But I know I know. So that I, which is aware that I know, that pure consciousness I am, not this, which is I know. This is all that is required. No change is required. Anything which is happening, only one change is required. And what is that? Differentiate this. How do you differentiate it? By Dṛg-Drishya-Viveka. So, āvrinaty tu vinashtāyam bhede bhāte. In this way, when the difference becomes vivid, bhede bhāte, it should shine. Very clearly it should be evident. Not intellectually only, but experientially it should be evident. Bhede bhāte apayati tat. That jīvatva disappears. Apayati tat. What is tat? Jīvatva. Jīvatva apayati, goes away. What do you mean by jīvatva goes away? The Jnatritva, the kartritva, the bhoktritva superimposed on me goes away. It goes away means what? It remains where it should be. Where should it be? It should remain with the jīvah. Your pen should be with me, no? Why should I take it away? This problem is created by āvriti shakti, and when the āvriti shakti is dispelled by knowledge, there is no problem whatsoever. Okay? Now, we have seen what āvriti shakti does at the level of the individual. Antaha drig-drishyayor bhedam āvrinoty. Inside, between the seer and the seen, the difference is veiled. What does the same āvriti shakti do outside? It veils the difference between Brahman, the substratum, and the world which is superimposed on it. That we'll take up in the next session. Purnamada purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya Shantihi Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.